What's up, everybody? I am back. I don't know how well this live stream's going to go. We'll test it out. It's been a while. It's been a few months since I've done a live stream since my debacle with the whole Big Bad Toy Store unboxing. So we'll see how it goes. I figured maybe I'm testing this out to see if it works better on my off my phone than my laptop. I think my laptop might just be. I might need a new laptop. That might have been the issue altogether. So but hello, everybody. I'll try and keep my mind on the chat. Um, Kyle, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you, action figure addict. What's up, buddy? So yeah, I went to Charlotte ComicCon with Joey the other day, and it was pretty nice. It was actually a much bigger venue than I thought it was going to be. There was actually a lot of comics there, which was nice. So I got to actually track down some comic books, which was cool. I picked up a couple of Toxic Crusader books, a couple Bucky O'Hare books, and what else did I get? A couple Archie Turtles books too. So pretty cool. The venue was, like I said, a lot larger than I thought. It was way bigger than Legion's Con was. And most people that I talked to about it actually were saying that it was actually a smaller venue. So let me just get my lighting right. So I'm not. Sometimes I forget where my lighting is, and it'll like blast me in the face. So let me also pan this down. I'm trying to fix things here. That is all types of crooked. All right, there we go. That might be a little bit better. All right. The overhead lighting is not helping either. But okay, good enough. So I picked up a whole bunch of stuff. I have two big items. One is a HasLab item that I'm going to do its own video. I'm going to do a full unboxing of it. I think you guys know what it is, the His Tank. I'll do a full unboxing video. It's going to be a separate video. A full unboxing video and review all in one video. It's going to be a long video. So it will be an edited video. I'm not going to do it live until I know that I can get some consistency out of the live videos with quality. I don't want it to look like crap. So with that being said, there's the His Tank, and then there's another big ticket item, very big ticket item that's on its way to me, and I'm really excited about that one. I think I'm more excited about that one than maybe the His Tank, but yeah, so we'll get to that. But I just shot my Turtle Van review for the Mutant Mayhem Turtle Van, and I included the figures in with it because the figures right now, if you're interested in any of those figures, they're $5 a pop on Walmart, and I think some other sites. I think they're $5 on Amazon too. They might be 5 and change on Amazon. Let me fix my camera. It's still crooked for some reason. Still crooked. There we go. Is that better? Yeah. They're 5 and change on Amazon, and they're 5 and change on Walmart.com. And if you walk into a Walmart and you want to buy them for $5, they'll price match whatever's online. So there you go. So I picked that up, and the Turtle Van was on sale for 26 and change or something like that. It was like $26.90 something. So it was like $27. We'll round up and call it a day with that. It's got some cool features. There's some things that I don't like about it, but it's all in the review. Like I said, I just shot it. It's going to be a longer review as well, with the figures included. So there's that. So some cool stuff. Like I said, that's shot. I got another Turtle Van to show you right now, which I will right now. Actually, I just got it in the mail, and I got this from, I think I got this from Amazon. I'm trying to remember where the hell I got it from. Yeah, I got this one from Amazon. So this one, see, I never had a Turtle Van growing up. I never got the Turtle Van. I had the Sewer Layer and I had the Technodrome, but I never had the a Turtle Van until now. So I finally have a Turtle Van. This was the re-release. This is not the retro one, clearly. But I'm just happy to have one, and it comes in the vintage style box and everything. I'm probably going to keep the box because it is, I mean, the absolute spitting image of the original Turtle Van, which is really cool. But yeah, so now I have the Mutant Mayhem van. I have the 2007 movie van. I have this van. I've got Turtle Vans everywhere. Another thing I never had when I was a kid, what I want to get is the Turtle Blimp. That'll be the next thing on the list. And they did re-release that, and it is kind of still available around. So I had the 2003 Turtles from the cartoon as a kid. Fun times. Yeah, the 2003 Turtles, Kyle, actually, there's a really good thing about the 2003 Turtles is that they're actually re-releasing them at Walmart and at Target. They're going to start showing up this month. So if you wanted to pick them up again, you can. They're going to be there. So, and I think they're like $10 or $11. I think they're like $10.99 each. So straight up re-releases. They're doing the same thing that they did pretty much with all the re-released like Turtles that they've been doing, all the retro Turtles at like Target and Walmart. They're doing that. So it's been a good time to be a turtle collector lately. So, but really cool. It shows all like the stuff on the back of the box and everything. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I know I'm kind of far away from my phone, but I'll keep my eyes out. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah. Because I want to get that set too. I always had, what was it? I still have my Donnie Mint on card. I never opened them because I never got the rest of the Turtles. So now I'm going to get the re-releases and open them all up, and I'll do full reviews on them and everything. But I always loved that series. It was like, I want to say between, it's hard because I like each one for different reasons, but the 2003 one, I would lean more towards that being my favorite, I think. The 87, I love for, I was a kid. When I was watching that. The 87 and the 2003 and the 2012 stuff was really good stuff. I mean, that was there's a lot of good seasons there. I want to say what was it? The first 5 seasons for 2003 were almost untouchable. Like they're amazing. And then I want to say some of the later seasons in the original 87 series, like when they call it the Red Sky seasons, when they got a little bit more serious, it got a little bit better. It almost was setting you up for the 2003 stuff because the 03 stuff was more like the comics or closer to the comics. So, but yeah, so I got the Turtle Van. I'm not going to unbox it right now just because I'm going to shoot a full review of this. I want to shoot a full review of this, the 2007 van. I'm going to do all the vans. Every Turtle Van will have a review and everything. So I've already shot the Mutant Mayhem one. I'm going to shoot this one. Then I'll shoot the 2007 movie one. But I got to get all the Turtles first. So I got to have all the stuff to put it all in one video. I think it just makes more sense that way. I'm still going to shoot this review, but I want to pick up the Turtle Cycle for the IDW figures. These are amazing. If you guys haven't got these yet from loyal subjects, go get them. They're absolutely fantastic. There's some limitations to them, like in the ankles and the feet, but damn, yeah. I love the box for the 87. Yeah, the box is so good. Like everything about the original Turtles, I think that's what drew me to them, and I think that's why I like vibrant colors, is because I grew up like 80s kids. We all grew up around like bright, vibrant colors. Everything was like neon and bright and green and yellows and bright blues. And, when you got to the 2000s, it's when they started kind of settling things down and making things look a little bit more modern. But yeah, the nice royal blue for the packaging looks great. But here, I'll show you the packaging for the Mutant Mayhem one. There it is. And this is not bad. I mean, I like the purple and stuff. It's still nice and it catches the eye. So if you're at a Walmart, like I said, this is not a bad van. It was $27, originally marked down from 50. So, I mean, I paid 40 for the retro van. So, okay. So other stuff I picked up. I went to, like I said, I went to the Charlotte ComicCon. It was a lot of fun. I bought more stuff than Joey did. Joey didn't buy anything, which I was shocked. But I think he's starting to kind of get out of, I don't know. I think he's starting to like he's 15 going on 16. I think he's starting to get out of wanting figures. I don't know. That's just my speculation, but he doesn't seem as engaged and excited about it as he once was. But anyway, I digress. I picked up from the con. I didn't pick up too much stuff. I think some of it's in here, actually. I was able to finally finish my Stunticons, which I was shocked that the guy actually sold them to me for regular retail, which was $25 each. So I've got all the Stunticons. I can finally make Menasor now. These are the two most expensive and annoying figures to find in that Stunticon wave. Yeah, pretty excited about that. And that's, I can't remember their names. Dead End, which is, I think he's my favorite because I always loved this Porsche. This was like the same Porsche that Scarface drove, where the headlights, so these little circle-y headlights right here, they would actually pop up like a frog eye. And that's why I always called this the frog eye Porsche. But Wild Rider also, so. And the transformations are super easy, super duper clean for both of these, and they actually look like they could just be cars. Like, I mean, if you took like a glance at this, and if I took the guns off, like, you wouldn't even know that's a Transformer, you know? It's super duper clean. Super clean. So, pretty excited about those. Let me get the guns back on there before I drop them and something stupid happens, like I lose them. So I got those, and then I got, what else did I get here? Oh, I picked up, but I'll save those for a minute. In a minute. All right, put him over there. All right, is anything in here? No, that's all accessories. Okay. This is the bag that I want. All right, so put her over there. All right, so first thing I picked up was, and I want to get him complete, is the Space Cadet Raph. I had this as a kid. He was one of my favorites. And yeah, I found him. I think he was free, actually. The guy, I bought two other figures, which I'm about to show, and the guy just kind of threw him in there, and he only came with his space sword. But there's a turtle for you, a turt. And then I picked up the vintage Rocksteady complete. I do have his knife as well, and this is not a re-release. This is the vintage one. I actually looked, and there's some battle damage on the back, but I don't mind it. It kind of gives the you know, that fun appeal. Some people would freak out, be like, "Oh, it's all ruined." No, it's not. It's fine. A little bit of play wear is okay for me. So I got, what was it? He was 10, and then I got this guy for 10 also, and then he threw in Raph for free. So I only paid 20 for him and tattoo. He does not have his tattoos, and he came with this accessory, so there's that. And I think only Tattoo and maybe Ace Duck came with these hinges at the shoulder, which was pretty innovative for the time. But him and I think Ace Duck were the only two that really came with those hinges. Maybe I'm wrong, but he doesn't have any tattoos. He's just a tattoo-less tattoo. All right, so those are some of the pickups, and then here's one more pickup. Now this guy had figures that were half off, and he had like 5 bins. I should have got his card because not to have the assumption that he always has everything half off, but he had just bins of figures. JD, what's going on, bud? Long time no see, buddy. But yeah, he had bins full of figures, Hasbro figures up the wazoo. He had some Jada Toys, Universal Monsters stuff. He had some McFarlane stuff in there. So I was like, you know what? I still am on a budget. I was on a budget. But some of the figures were marked like regular retail, like 25. And I was like, so these are 25, right? You already took half off, and this is the 25 on the sticker. He goes, no, it's 20, it's half off the sticker. And I was like, oh, okay, that's great. So it was like, so I picked up the RPM Yellow Ranger. She's pretty cool. They did a really good job on the sculpt work for the helmet and everything. So there's that. And then I picked up this, which I could not believe was half off. He was originally 30, and I bought him for 15, which is the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. So I wanted this guy. I just didn't want to pay the exorbitant amount of money that they wanted for it, which was like 30, I think it was like $35 or something originally for this. I know it was 25, but now it's going for like $35. I'm like, I'm not paying 30. So the sticker said 30 on it, and I was like, he's only 15? He's like, yeah. He's like, just do it before I change my mind. And I was like, okay, here you go. So I got him. And then I went to Target today. Now this is outside the con. Like I said, I got a bunch of comics. But today I just stopped by, and there was just a re-released Bebop. Brian King, what's going on, bud? There was a re-released Bebop, and I did notice definitely some differences between the re-releases, like major differences. Like there's no paint apps on the pants at all. I think the original Bebop had the belt painted and the pants weren't black. I don't remember them being black, and there's not a whole lot of paint apps on him from the waist down. There's like nothing. It's like bare. But I don't know. He's a re-release. I'll probably open up him on the stream here today. So we'll take a look at Bebop, because I have Rocksteady. Now I have Bebop and Rocksteady. This guy I picked up off of eBay. I haven't bought anything off of eBay in a long time, but it was such a good deal I couldn't pass it up. And it was dirt cheap, and he was complete, which usually things that are complete are like anything from like 20 or more. But I ended up getting this guy for much cheaper. It was like a guy selling off his childhood collection or whatever. And I was like, I just want this guy because I don't have him anymore, at least. Or the one I have is at my mom's somewhere and I can't find it, and he's not complete. But it's Scumbug. It's complete Scumbug. And he does have the little orange bugs too. It's in a bag. So, but he is 100% complete. And he is in really good shape. So damn near like no issues at all with this figure. So I do plan on I do have the Super 7 one on pre-order, so I can't wait for that. And I also have the NECA version. This was one of my favorite Turtles figures growing up. How just weird he is. I wasn't really a big fan of what they did with him in the new movie. I kind of have some issues with the new movie, but they made him like a girl, I think. And then they made him like date Splinter in the new movie. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. What the hell? So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was my childhood favorite. Yeah, me too, man. I had so many turtles. And that's why I'm getting back into the vintage ones, is because I'm trying to not get everything. Like, I'm not getting Scratch. I'm clearly never going to get a Hot Spot. But some figures, if I find a good deal, I'll get them. But I'm trying to just track down the ones I had. That'll just make me happy. I don't think I'll ever be able to have a full, complete Turtles collection. It would take up I'd have to take a bunch of stuff down, Ever had Ghostbuster figures? Yeah, not the Ghostbusters, but the real Ghostbusters. Yeah, I had Venkman I think I had the 4 guys. I had some of the ghosts, and it's actually a pretty cool fun fact is that some of the ghosts, after they discontinued that line, some of the ghosts had already been tooled, and they carried them over into the Beetlejuice line. So some of the figures in the Beetlejuice line are actually figures that were tooled for the real Ghostbusters line. But yeah, I had some of those. Um, I don't think I had the vehicle or anything. I didn't have too many vehicles. Like I had the Foot Cruiser, which is right here. I had the Technodrome. It was mostly turtle stuff because growing up, turtle stuff was like affordable for my parents, but it seemed like other stuff like GI Joe and turtle stuff were the two things that were affordable that my parents would buy me. When it came to like Transformers, they were like, "No, that's too expensive, and we can't find it anywhere. We're not even gonna bother with that." So I never had. I had like maybe a handful, maybe like 6 Transformers growing up, and then they would just fall apart. So, um, same thing with Silverhawks. Like I had, I think Bluegrass. I had Quicksilver and oh fudge, what's his name? Um, the big buff dude. I can't remember his name, but I had him too. And those things just fell the hell apart. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Power Rangers figures. Seen so many of them at Ross. Yeah, they're being discounted. Hasbro said that they're taking a hiatus from everything Power Rangers. Like they've canceled the show. They're taking a big break from making any more figures. So what we see is what we get from Power Rangers for the foreseeable future. I'm going to assume they're probably going to do the same thing that they did with GI Joe. They're going to take a couple of years off or a year and a half off, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, we're rebranding Power Rangers, and we're going to come out with all this new stuff," and then it's going to be like flooding the market with Power Rangers again. So I don't think it's going anywhere. There's too much money to be made, and they own it. Like they own the license for it. So I thought we could have gotten real Ghostbusters in the Plasma series. Yeah, the Plasma series was pretty good. I like the vintage ones that I think what was it Mattel made. They did some pretty good work with a lot of the retro thing. We got like within the last like 2 or 3 years, we got like a lot of like re-released retro stuff, which was really cool. So I don't know how deep they're going to go with the turtle lines. I know that they've already really kind of pushed for the 2003 stuff now, so I don't know how much longer we're going to get more vintage turtle stuff because I think they're making a move for more 2003 stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'll get all my turtle stuff out of the way, and then we'll move on to some other stuff that I picked up too, because there's other things in here. And then we'll open up some stuff. Next up, I picked up from I believe this was complete as well. I got this off of eBay as well, and it was dirt cheap, like $10. PandaCon, and like I said, I do have his comma or whatever the hell that thing's called, and he comes with something else too. I can't remember. Anyway, but he's complete, and I had PandaCon when I was younger, so I always used to make him and Usagi Yojimbo kind of team up with each other. But yeah, he's really cool. All that sculpt work on here. There's a lot of people that don't appreciate this figure. This is the gray-faced version. There's a little bit of gray in there. It's not as overly gray as some of the other ones, but I guess you can call this a little bit of like a light gray version. So maybe there's 3 versions of PandaCon. Who knows? Oh God, someone just committed suicide. Who's committing suicide? Oh, yes, you. We'll get to you in a second. We'll get to you in a second, sir. Next up, I picked up Zach the Neutrino. He is not complete. He just came with his hoverboard. He's missing, I believe, that tubing and then his like gun, that big gun he came with. But I'm okay with this. I'll end up tracking down some of those accessories down the road. So I'm okay. But he was really cheap too, $10. So Can't beat that. All right, these two I got in a lot together, and they're in really good shape. I want to say more so one is in better shape than the other. But I picked up Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. I had these guys too. And these were a little bit later in the line where I was, I guess, I kind of got, after the flood happened, I think it was like right after I got these guys. Um, I kind of got like fed up with toys for a little bit just because I had all my toys taken away from me, and I was like, well, I had all my toys taken away from me. I'm never going to be able to get these figures back. So, thank you, Dusty. Anyway, uh, um, he is letting me know that there's a squirrel outside moving around. But they are complete. He does have his little pickaxe that goes into his backpack, which a lot of people don't know that it actually fits into his backpack. So, but there you go. And I have the NECA ones too, and those are awesome, man. Those are absolutely awesome. If there's a 2-pack from NECA that you were considering, please consider that Ground Chuck and Dirtbag one. I think it even comes with like some dirt for Dirtbag to like I think you pop off his torso, you pop him in half, and then you put the little like dirt, and then you put the upper torso on the dirt so it looks like he's coming up from the ground. It's pretty awesome. Next up, I got. Oh wait, hold on. eBay has been a scavenger hunt recently, trying to track down a few more from Jazzware's Fortnite 6-inch line. Yeah, but it's been a challenge. Oh wow, yeah. The Fortnite figures were such good figures from Jazzwares. Hasbro's not doing too bad of a job with them. I know they gave up on the line this year. I think they said this is it, but I don't know. Yeah, they're taking another hiatus, which I think is a big mistake, especially with Fortnite, because Fortnite, I mean, just produces constant content. So I think to take off from that is a mistake on Hasbro's part. But I got Napoleon Bonafrog, and he is complete. I do have his little guy friend. Where's his little friend? Whoa. This was another one of my favorite Turtles figures growing up. I'll find his little friend. But I always wanted the other two frogs, and they never made them. That never made any sense to me. I was like, why didn't they make his friends? Or his brothers? Here he is. Nope, that's a lightning effect. There he is. This little fly guy friend. There we go. And then we got the rest of this stuff. I always liked that they came with like a little sidekick. Like some of the figures came with like little sidekicks, and his wings are movable too. They're yeah, he comes with the snake as well. I hope they make a Super 7 figure of him. And I think it would be really cool. Two things would be really cool if they did for that line would be if they made Napoleon, and then they made like their own versions of Super 7, came up with their own designs for what the brothers would look like, the other two. I think it was Attila, and I can't remember the other fucking one. Anyway, Attila, the other two brothers, if they made those, but they came up with their own designs that would look something similar to like Napoleon is like a bullfrog or a horned frog. I'm sorry, he's a horned frog. And what was it? Genghis frog is more like your typical frog look. This is me showing my frog information, my frog knowing abilities. But if they came up with like two other frogs, that would be pretty cool. Like maybe like what's that poisonous one where if you like touch it, like it secretes like a poison or something like that, or like a neurotoxin, and they're like really cool. They have like long limbs and like those big long fingers, and they have like a black like lines on them. They look really cool. I don't know the name of those frogs, but they should do one of that. That would be cool. And then the other frog, what could we do for another frog? I guess you could do like a big bullfrog for one, like make one really big, like maybe make Attila really big because he was really big in the cartoon. A red-eyed tree frog. Okay, sure. I think that's what it is. Maybe. Yeah, I think they are. They are red-eyed. Ollie's helped me finish off the missing figures from the Hasbro line. Ollie's for the win. Yeah, I got the boat too. The boat is sick, dude. You got to get the boat. It's right here. Right now I got Shipwreck on it. But yeah, I got this boat. It was $15. $15, and Joey got one too. He loves it. $15 for this friggin' boat. It's so cool. So, at Ollie's, of course. Good stuff, cheap. You know how that goes. Let's see. Oh, this pickup. I'm making sure I didn't forget something. This pickup I actually found on Facebook Marketplace. And this is one of the more expensive, or becoming more of an expensive figure. He's not complete, but he goes for like $65, $70 with nothing. And I got him for, what was it, 40? Friggin' half court. He's friggin' awesome. This would be another one of those like rare, becoming more and more rare figures that Super 7 should do as well. They should just knock out like Hotspot, get him out of the way. They've already done Scratch. Do him. That would be really cool. He'd have to be like really tall because he's a giraffe. But yeah, I like this dude. He's freaking silly as hell. But yeah, some of the later figures, man. It's so funny how the later figures in this line, like they just goes for crazy money. It's ridiculous. Let's see if half court's gonna stand. There we go. I got lucky with the boat on my birthday. A couple of classified series when they had them at that price. When they had them only at that only time. Oh, okay. The boat makes the list this year. Nice, man. Yeah, the boat's pretty awesome. Gang sign throwing giraffe. I know, right? Look at that. Like, what up? West, y'all. West, y'all. The friggin' tongue. Look at the tongue. Super silly. Super silly. So I think that's like the rarest vintage turtle I own from the turtle line. I'm trying to think of anybody else. Vintage wise, I think that's it for vintage figures that I've picked up. I'm still at 4 for Dick Tracy. We still got Lips Manless. We've got the Rodent. We got Dick Tracy himself, and we got the Tramp. I'm still working my way through it. I didn't find any Dick Tracy at the ComicCon. That's what I was looking for, was vintage Dick Tracy, vintage Turtles. But yeah, ended up finding Transformers and other stuff. Another figure I picked up, since we're talking Turtles, is the Last Ronin, which I actually found this at Books A Million, and it was only $30 as opposed to like 40, I think, normally. And this is the armored version. So this is like pretty much the version you see for the majority of the story. So pretty cool. I like them a lot. I'd like to get the de-armored or de-armored version, whatever you want to call that. Next up, I picked up this on I think it was like the last days for the Super 7 sale, and I think I put this in a pickup video, but I'll just show it here too. I did pick up Quicksilver, because I had Quicksilver when I was younger. And this is, like I said, the more animated version. They're coming out with the vac metal version. But yeah, pretty cool. I just wanted to get Quicksilver. I'm not getting the rest, because that's pretty much the one that I had that kind of stuck around for the longest and held on the longest as far as not falling apart. So there's Quicksilver right there. his ankles are kind of. Eh. I went to. Oh, I also picked up these two in a lot for a really good price, and they're complete, which is awesome. And I have been trying to get this vintage line done as well. So it's been like vintage toys that I used to have, trying to get them back. It's the Toad Air Commander. He is complete. He does come with his bayonet and his hat. The hat is usually the harder thing to get because it is removable. There's a peg hole right there and a peg on the hat, and you just plug it right in. So he did come complete with his gun, his bayonet, and the hat. And then we got Bucky with his laser pistol, or his pistol, whatever you want to call it, blaster. So these two are complete. He's got a little scuffing on the feet, but I don't care. It's perfectly fine for me. But yeah, I'm working my way through the Bucky O'Hare stuff too. I have all of the Boss Fight Studio stuff. And still stay tuned also for the 5,000K giveaway that I'll be doing. I haven't forgot about that, and I know I've been dragging ass on it a little bit. It's just because the holiday season. But I will be doing it, and I've also been trying to acquire some good stuff to give away. So that's what I want to do. I usually do a giveaway every 1,000 subs. So when we get to 6,000, we'll do one then, 7, and so on. I'll probably do something big for if or when I get to 10,000. All right, so next pickup at Charlotte Comic-Con. We're going back there now. I went to one of my favorite booths and one of my favorite places to go to. I'm actually planning on going there this week, which was Needless Collectibles. And that's local to me, local comic shop. Really great guy. They just actually moved to a new location. And he gave me actually a really good deal on Space Cadet Super 7 Raph. This is a really cool figure. I really like the bubble and everything. I do kind of wish that Super 7 would have sculpted this headpiece onto the actual figure like the vintage figure, because if we take a look at him, Playmates had him sculpted with the headset on. So I don't know why they made this a separate piece. It shouldn't be that way. But I like the new alternate head. There's some differences between the two, but there's a reason why for that. I'm going to do a full review on this guy with Space Cadet Raph, especially once I get the rest of the accessories for Space Cadet Raph, the vintage one, so I can do a full comparison and everything. And there was also, if you missed out on the vintage one, there is in a 4-pack, I believe, with Mutant Mayhem, there's a throwback to Space Cadet Raph in a 4-pack. I think it's like a Walmart exclusive or something like that. I think it's like 30 or 40 bucks for the 4 or 5-pack. So it's not too bad. Did I see the Combat Creatures? Reminds me of Ninja Turtles a little bit. Combat Creatures. No, I'll have to look that up really quick. Oh, maybe I don't have my... Oh, I think I put it over here. Combat Creatures. Is that the ones where they're anthropomorphic? It's like a throwback to Battle Beasts. I think that's what it is. Let me see. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm thinking of... Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, so I did pre-order this whole wave. So these guys, the throwback to the Battle Beasts that are, updates. So yeah, anything that's got like a really cool, nice update, I'm all about it. I do think it's pretty cool that they're actually doing these. They look really good. I don't know which one's my favorite. I lean towards more so the shark because I had one. I had the shark when I was younger, even though sharks are my biggest fear. I always end up gravitating towards the shark. I don't know why. But there's a lion. There's a bear. I had the bear also. The bear's really cool though. Yeah, these look really great. and they're $34.99. You can also army build them because they come with extra heads and stuff. But yeah, they're really cool. I like them. They actually have modular guns too. So, yep, all about them, man. All about them. All about them. Can't wait to get them. It's going to be a good year. 2024 is going to be a really good year for independent toy companies. I'm telling you, between Monster Force, Operation Monster Force, between Combat Creatures, between I mean, there's just so much stuff coming out that's going to be a lot of fun, and it's all going to be most of it produced by independent, smaller toy companies. Um, I'm still picking up stuff for Cosmic Legions. I still have, I think, to get Ainus and Ymira Jabira, but that's the only thing I'm missing from Wave 2. I can't wait for these and futuristic combat soldiers next year. I backed the Kickstarter for the shark. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, me too. I backed it for the shark and the bear, and then I just pre-ordered the other two from Big Bad Toy Store. So, but yeah, me too. I'm excited for futuristic combat soldiers as well. I backed that as well. Jason Tran, what's going on, man? Long time no see. I'm seeing a lot of OG, triple OGs up in here. JD's back, and Jason's back, and Kyle's back, and it's nice to see all of you. Do I have the Wizard of Oz toys? I don't think I ever had any Wizard of Oz toys. No. Unfortunately, no. Happy holidays to you too, Jason. No kidding timing. I know, right? It's like you're getting all the OGs have popped in here. It's like OG night. It's good to see all of you though, and nice to be able to chat with you all, you know. All right, next up, what else? Oh, okay, so are we moving on from that? I'm trying to see if I'm forgetting anything. I don't think I am. No. I'm looking. Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. I picked up Rat King 2. He's not complete. He's missing his little rat arrow, which is disgusting. But he comes with his belt. He comes with his rat hook. And yeah, almost complete. He's like 90% complete. So, but he looks good. This is the original one. Look at those eyes. Those eyes, man. They tell a story. Look at that hair. Oof. I'm pretty excited for the Super 7 one too. They did a pretty good job. And I thought it was really smart that they went back to they kind of canceled. They didn't cancel it. They hiatused the original Rat King, and they retooled some stuff. They're going to give him three heads. The two regular Rat King heads, and then the newer Rat King head, which was actually from. I didn't have too much of an issue with it. A lot of people were calling them the boy band version, but it's actually the version from Shredder's Revenge, which I love that video game. I've been playing the shit out of that lately. So, but yeah, some cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right. What else? I'm trying to get to here. I'm trying to think. I still have to shoot the my Toxic Crusader Super 7 stuff. All right. So I think this is the last thing that I picked up, and this was from, where was this from? I think this is from Amazon. Pretty sure, yeah. And I was like, oh, please don't be a box of crayons like I've gotten before in the mail from Amazon. And it wasn't, thank God. But I finally got General Hawk. I got him. I've got, what was it? What's his name? Shockwave? Shock Blast? They changed his name to Shock Blast, but it's Shockwave. Shockwave, he's in my pile of loot, so I'm probably going to get him after. I'll probably have him for next year, or I'll probably ship him, and he won't get here until either end of December or next year. So, but yeah, I got him in the mail, and paid regular retail for him, $25. But he's really cool. He's really cool. I like him. I like the actual reuse of the grenade launcher that he comes with from Gung Ho, and the reuse of the I want to almost call it the M1. It looks like an M1 blah, 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 M1 Benelli, I think it is, that he comes with, that CoverGirl came with. What are my early thoughts on Hawk? My early thoughts of Hawk, I think he's really good. I think this is a really good figure. He comes with 2 pistols. One's like let me see. One's like an extended mag. One's like it looks almost like a friggin' John Wick gun without the red dot sights on it. And then the other one looks like, it almost looks like a SIG. Like, I own SIGs. You can't see it. This is not focusing. But it looks like a SIG because it has like SIG markings on it with an extended mag, which I have for my SIG. Or one of my SIGs. And then the helmet, which is really cool. I really like the face sculpt too. The face sculpt looks really good. I like the little touch of gray, touch of gray for men. Just for men, touch of gray. But the helmet looks good. I really like this figure a lot. He might be one of my favorites this year. Dare I say, one of my favorites. So, yeah, he's really good. Definitely go pick him up. I don't know. See, I don't know what to do with classifieds reviews. Like, I feel like they're a dime a dozen. Everyone's doing them, and I don't know how many people actually want to see them. Maybe I'll do like a poll, and if I get enough people voting on the poll to do them, then I'll start doing them. But I like, what was it, the pickups video? I kind of like lumped them all in and just talked about each one and gave you my thoughts on it. I don't know what to do because I've got a lot of them, but I don't know how many people want to see the classified figures. I know some people do enjoy my G.I. Joe content, which is great, and I love doing G.I. Joe stuff, but I don't know how many people are involved with the classifieds line. So, last 3 pickups that I got, which were these, and I got one on the way from eBay. These somehow, or for some reason, dropped in price. I don't know why. For the longest time, they were like holding value. And I always had Donnie from the 2012 series. And I was like, well, I never ended up getting the brothers. I always just got Donnie. That was like my default. I was like, well, the store, and this was my thought process, because they would always have like Donnie or Mikey and never Raph or Leo. Like, it's like they were always like either didn't stock them or sold out or whatever. So I would just get Donnie because he was my favorite and just be on my way. So I've had this guy since 2012, since the line's inception. And I just never got the brothers. And every time I went to go on the secondary market or anywhere, or like a ComicCon or wherever, they always wanted like $30 for them. I'm like, I'm not paying $30 for those. Those were $10 figures. So I ended up getting them for $15 each, which is good. And they were brand new, mint on card. I took them out of the cards, obviously, but I got Leo and Mikey. I really like these figures. They have like a really, they're not like the best figures ever made, but there's something about these figures that are just like, they're fun. Like they're simple. They have like weird hips and like weird articulation, but like they're endearing in some points. I don't know what to say about these. I don't know. Like, I like them, and I like the fact that we always get like turtles. Like, Donnie's taller; he's the tallest out of the crew. They did that similarly with the IDW figures that just came out. But these designs, I always liked them, and I always liked that 2012 show. So There's something about these figures that they just like look and feel fun. So Raph is on the way. When I get him, I'll throw up a video for him. But yeah, that's it for the pickups. That was a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff. I think another reason why I've been like dragging ass on doing content too is because I've been trying to get. There's a whole, you can't see it, but there's a whole like room full of shit, my stuff in there, that I'm trying to get into storage so I have more room to display stuff. Because right now, like you see that, like these shelves, and you see this is actually this right behind me. That's a shelf. That's a shelf. There's another shelf on the other side that are all connected. So this is like an island right here. You can actually walk behind this. And then there's more shelves on the other side. So when I get this all cleaned up, I'll do a room tour and all that stuff. We can do all that stuff. I don't have a problem with that. Like I still got my Joy Toy stuff over there. I got like Marvel Legends right here. It like nothing makes sense in this room right now. I got Marvel Legends over there. We got Joy Toy next to it. We got friggin' DC stuff over there. Then there's like wrestling figures on the other side, mixed with like NECA stuff. And then there's like Predators, and there's more Marvel Legends over here, and then there's Transformers here, and then there's Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions, and then Power Rangers and Motu, and it's just a bunch of shit that's thrown together with no rhyme or reason behind it. And then there's like, this is like all Star Wars. Well, no, I lied. Some of it's Star Wars, some of it's Marvel Legends, some of it's like Halo. It's all over the place. Like me. I'm all over the place. But anyway. But yeah. I gotta get this room situated before I can do any of that. So getting all this stuff into storage will help. Somebody said something here. I'm curious about the Motu X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Me too. Me too. I want to see what they're like in hand, like in the store. But I'm intrigued too, Jason. What else? If they're anything like the Motu inspired wrestling figures, because I like those a lot. Those are a lot of fun too. For some reason, there's something about like the way Mattel makes the Origins line. It's kind of like what I was talking about with these guys. Like there's something about the plastics where it's like they just feel like a fun toy. You know, I don't know how to explain that. Like a Hasbro figure, like a 6-inch figure, they don't feel as fun. I don't know what it is. Like they feel, I don't want to say super delicate, but they feel like they're kind of delicate. You know? Where like these, I feel like I could throw this down a flight of stairs and it's perfectly fine. Same thing with the Motu Origins. Like I've had Skeletor has fallen. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. Skeletor has fallen off that shelf like at least 6 times. And he just explodes. Like his arms fall off. But that's what they're meant to do. They're interchangeable and stuff like that. So it's cool. I don't know. They're just fun figures. It's nice to not have to like. It's nice to be able to own figures that just feel like toys and not like premium action figures, and like you got to be delicate and careful. You know, they feel like a toy that we played with when we were kids, maybe. Yeah, exactly. So that's the cool part. I need a drink of water. I am friggin' parched. Oh, I still have to do these reviews too of the Mirage Turtles. I haven't done those. So expect that too. Like I didn't forget about these guys. The box set. So, and I got those a while ago. And I have, I'll throw him in there too, the Mirage Casey. I still haven't got the movie Casey, nor have I got the cartoon Casey. So, all in due time. I'm not in a rush too much. But like I said, I have the Hiss Tank stuff coming up. I have another, like I said, big ticket item. I don't want to give it away because it's going to be a lot of fun. I might just shoot that live because this is going pretty well so far. Fingers crossed. Hopefully the quality's been good the whole stream. Which new Joy Toy figures did I get? Oh boy, I haven't got a new Joy Toy figure in a long time. I mean, like about a year. I think the last one I got was, what the hell's his name? It's gonna drive me nuts now. Oh, what was it? Might have been the dude with the jetpack. I can't remember his name. I have his packaging somewhere around here. I can't remember the name. He had a jetpack. He had a cyborg arm, and he came with a big old sword. I shot the review for it, but that was the last figure I got from Joy Toy. I got so many so quickly that I think I got kind of overwhelmed, and I'm not like really into Warhammer that much. I'm not dissing it by any means, but I'm not into Warhammer, and they kind of went all in on Warhammer, and that doesn't really do anything for me. So, but I mean, I got the play sets. You guys have seen them. They're right behind you. That's where I shoot my reviews. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 max from them. And then I got all of those early figures from like War Stars and all that fun stuff. So all like the Navy SEALs team and the Russian team and all the earlier stuff from like, I want to say 2019. Oh, was it 2018 when it really started? I think it was like 2018 through 2021 was when those were the years of Joy Toy for me. Their Dynasty figures are really, really nice too. Oh, nice. I'll have to check this out. But yeah, I kind of took a long hiatus from Joy Toy. I'm sure I'll go back to it once I see some designs that I want or some figures that grab my attention. It's not like I don't want to collect them or anything like that. I don't have an issue with them. It's just that I don't know. I look at what I have, and like I even got the 3-pack, and I actually threw in some Halo figures with those because in my universe for Joy Toy, because there's no stories really being told too much. I got all those like alien-esque 3-packs with the women, or there's the woman and then the 2 guards with them. I got a couple of those, and then I got the Spartan dudes with the spears and stuff like that, and I kind of turned them into they're almost like the Riddick movies where they kind of go from planet to planet and just take it over and like brainwash people into their way of life, and then we got like the normie dudes, which are fighting them, and they're using some futuristic tech. So it's fun stuff that I don't know. What are your thoughts on the Valaverse Vanguard? I'm getting one. I am absolutely positively getting a Vanguard. Absolutely. I'm getting the Vamp and the Vanguard. So I want both those motherfuckers. So, but yeah. The Vanguard, I definitely think is the best bang for the buck. So if you were, sorry, hopefully I don't have like yucca mouth or something. If you were on the fence with either one of those, and you're like, well, I can only really afford one, go for the Vanguard. Spend a little bit more money, and absolutely positively go for the Vanguard. I think it's 100% worth it. It comes with a driver for the price that you're getting. 4 doors that work. I mean, it's going to come with, I think, it's going to come more detailed, I think, than the Vamp. And it's $179? Like, how do you beat that? In this day and age? For a big ass, like, it's going to be like this big. It's going to be huge. So, I don't know. I saw it in person twice at 2 Comic-Cons now. I saw it at PowerCon, and then what the heck else did I see it at? Maybe it was just PowerCon. I'm going nuts. But I saw it at PowerCon in person, and it looks really good. So absolutely, I would. Yeah, I definitely plan on getting that. So pretty excited for it. That, and I'm pretty excited for the Blowback deluxe figure with the ghillie suit and everything. Yep, definitely getting that. So there's some good stuff coming from Valaverse too. So I definitely plan on, getting more Valaverse stuff too. So I picked up at PowerCon. I picked up the exclusive Warpath version of Eclipse because she's like, I think she might be my favorite character. It's between her and Condor. And then I picked up Pigtail Girl. I forgot her name. What the heck is her name? She looks like a UFC fighter. I can't remember her name. But those were the last 2 Valaverse figures I picked up. Oh man. Okay, let's open up Bebop before I start yawning and things happen, or don't, for that matter. All right, so we got Bebop, or if you say his name inverted, it would be Bop B. Bop B. And wow, that was really easy to open. Really easy. Let's save this card. I do want to save the cards. And I would like to get all of these re-released retro figures. And this is a 10 back with the storage shell turtles, which I would also like to get. It's like fate's giving me a second chance at the turtles. She reminds me of that girl from Prey. Which one? Am I going crazy? I thought I heard something. Sorry. Who reminds you of Warpath? Eclipse, yeah. I feel you. Yep. I feel you on that one. So it's a funny story. The reason why I was just like, wait, what was that? Because my dad was in town here, and I'll tell you this story while I'm trying to open this, if I can open it. Where'd all my stuff go? Oh, God. My dad was in town for Thanksgiving, and I'm recording a video, right? And all of a sudden, he's okay, thank God. But all of a sudden, you hear, boom, 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 pow! Ah, fuck! In the other in the shower. He fell out of the shower. He was trying to, wash his leg or something, and he slipped and fell out of the shower and, pulled the shower curtain down, ripped the pole that holds the shower curtain up down, and he's like, I can't get up. He was, pinned between the door and the walkway to get to the door, the sink, and the walkway. So I had to shimmy in and pull him up. And he's got this he's got the curtain wrapped around him. He looked like he was wearing a friggin' toga. It was, if he was hurt, it wouldn't be funny. But that shit is funny. I'm sorry. I'm into slapstick shit, and that shit is funny. I have a clip of it. Maybe I'll post it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I can't wait for Series 4, though. I got a lot of fun figures that are coming next year. Yeah, Series 4 should be really good. I cannot open this damn thing for the life of me right now. And I can't find my friggin' anything to cut this open. Where's all my stuff? What am I doing with my life? Maybe there's some shit in here. Oh, God. I'm dropping stuff now. Bebop does not want to come out of his containment unit. Where Where's all my stuff? I have like pens upon pens, but nothing to cut anything open with. What is going on in my life? I'll give it a go. I'll keep trying here. Yeah, poor ODC senior. Yeah, it was funny though. That shit was funny as fuck. My mom was laughing so hard. And when my mom laughs, it looks like she's crying. And so that's what happens when she smiles too. I'm like, Mom, are you okay? I don't know if you're laughing or crying. No, I'm laugh crying. There we go. I finally got it. Good grief. That was annoying. All right. Come on, Bop. Get out of there. Jeez. All right. Let's see. Ooh, the ball jointed legs are stiff. This is definitely totally different as far as the... There we go. This is definitely different from what I remember Bebop being. Like, there's like no detail on the pants or anything. The shoes aren't painted, nothing. I mean, it's like the tail's not painted. I mean, they bare bones the shit out of this. The face isn't really like pink either. It's kind of like, well, I guess it's kind of pink. But like the teeth are green and the tongue is too. Playmates, what are you doing? What are you doing here? You still got the symbol on the back. I think it's a foot symbol. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was rude. And you got the weapons tree. And I don't have anything to cut the weapons tree with. Dang it. I left my snips downstairs. And, of course, great job. All right, so we'll just talk about the figure then. So there he is. Let's get a closer look at Mr. Bebop. Yeah, they didn't even paint like the wrist gauntlets or anything. Like the chain. Hey, Joe. Yeah. Will you grab those blue snips that are on the table downstairs? Which table? The living room table. They're blue. They got blue handles. They didn't like paint anything on this dude. Almost. Like we got white for the chain. We've got pink for the face. Some yellow, some purple. I mean, there's some paint apps on here, but like they didn't paint this white or thank you. They didn't paint like this. The little like hamster skulls. They didn't paint this or that. They didn't paint anything on his pants. Like the original figure had a lightweight, like way more paint apps. I feel like I remember. I feel like I'm not misremembering that. Feels like most of the paint's on the head. And then after that, they were like, well, yeah, forget the rest. Like there's clearly paint for the turtle shells, which is fine, but what are you guys doing over there? It's like they started to paint it and then they forgot and they put it down. They were like, okay, that's good enough, I guess. Just throw it in the package. So, I don't know, whatever. But now I have something to open this with. I think they were going for a cyborg trooper. Jason says, how deep am I going into the vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I would say, I don't know. Like I said, I want to, the main priority is to get the figures that I used to have that I don't anymore. So that's what I'm focusing on first. The only reason I never had Half Court when I was younger. I never had him. The only reason I got him is because A, I know how much he goes for, and B, it was a really good deal. Like $40 for that is pretty good when he's going for like 60 or 70 with nothing, like the way he is right here. So, but to answer your question, I'm giving you the longest version of that answer. I don't know. Like I said, I want to get the ones I had. If I find a good deal on the way to getting the ones I had, or if I get all the ones I had, I don't know. Maybe I'll continue on. But I'm giving you like the longest, most ignorant answer ever. I should just say I want to go as deep as I want to. I don't know. I guess I don't know at this point. That's why I'm just giving you this nonsense answer. But yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. It's a happy place for me. You know, turtles were always like a huge happy place for me. Like it brings back a lot of good memories. Like I spent a lot of time with my turtles figures, like a lot of time. Legos too, like the old school Lego sets. I spent so much time with those old school Lego sets that I'll never be able to get, like those old pirate sets, the old, like medieval times, like kingdom sets with the yellow boxes that they came in those like yellow boxes. Like those go for like $400 or $500. Like I'm never gonna be able to get those. And Legos ignorantly priced. Like you can't even acquire Lego anymore unless you're only a Lego collector. So, and I'm not a Lego collector really at all. So, um, but turtles are much easier to get than some of these old Lego sets. It's ridiculous. Like there's even like Phantom Menace sets that I remember seeing go for like they were like nothing, like a dime a dozen, and now they're going for hundreds of dollars. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good with Lego. But turtles, man, I mean between turtles and GI Joes, so much time was spent. Same with Bucky O'Hare because I used to mix those in with. I used to mix my Bucky O'Hare stuff with my turtles and my Toxic Crusader stuff with my turtles and my Dick Tracy stuff with my turtles, and it was like all one big universe. But there you go. There's the drill gun and the trash can lid, and here's the kniff. So, but yeah, man, I don't know. I guess I want to go as deep as I want to. Like I said, if I find any deals on the way, I'll pick some stuff up. I'll pick up like if I ever found like a scratch for like a really good deal or something like that, like maybe like $100 or $200, which will never happen. But you never know what you find. Like that's the other thing. I've been trying to get to going to more like yard sales and stuff like that because or like estate sales, because you never know what you're gonna find, and you could find like a scratch or like a hot spot or like a friggin' Defiant or something for like a quarter of the, not even 1/8 of the price that it's going for, because people just simply don't know what they have or they're trying to get rid of stuff. So that's what I want to do more of. I want to do like cool hunting videos. I think they're going a Cyborg Trooper. I think they're doing a Cyborg Trooper 2. Waiting on Colonel Siege with the cigar and the Winchesters. Oh yeah, that'll be cool, Kyle. And they have their budget cuts. Yeah, budget cuts. Yeah. Hasbro, man, let's talk about it. Hasbro laying off 1,100 people, over 1,100 people. I mean, I went through that with Peloton when I used to work there. That was, I did not like working there. But yeah, I worked there, and when I started working there, I'll just tell you this from a literally watching a company go from privately owned and transition into being publicly traded. Um, not good transitions. I'll just say that. When it was privately owned, a fun environment, much easier to work with people. Once it went corporate, the fun level was gone. The understanding went out the friggin' window. Um, it was just numbers, and that's it. And it wasn't fun. It went from looking forward to going to work to get me the hell out of here. I'll just say that. And that's what most big corporations are like. That's what Hasbro's like. That's what all of these big companies are like. And that's, it's like when you, I guess when you're younger, like I'm in my 40s. When you're younger, you look at it like I was like, oh man, I would love to work at Hasbro. I would change stuff up. And I remember Strident and I even going back and listening to some of the old podcasts that we used to do together. We would talk about that. We'd be like, oh man, if I worked for Hasbro, I would change this and that and that. If we went to work for Hasbro, we would have our nuts cut off. They wouldn't allow us to do shit. Unless we were like the CEO or CFO or COO, whatever. It's just insane to me that they have the gall to fire over 1,100 people and then come out with a mission statement after that and say, oh, we got to band together for these hard times. When that, like, the balls on someone to do that, and this is coming from the CEO that just made $9 million. Yes, you did not hear me wrong. $9 million a year. And he's talking about hard times and banding together after you just laid off 1,100 people that have families and mortgages and a lot of other stuff. And then you've got people, and you could check out Retro Blasting for this. He saw posts from other just collectors like you and I. Maybe not just like you and I, because there's something wrong with these people's brains, but people posting, oh yeah, that's awful, but look at all these great toys coming out. What? Who says that? There's something wrong with your brain if that's the way you think. Like, 1,100 jobs were just let go. And in the mission statement, also, the CEO goes on to say that, oh, well, we had some understandings with some about to be retired people, which means that they let them go. They probably gave them no chance, no. So what some companies will do, I don't know if you guys have experienced this. I have. I've seen it. You get to a point in your career where you're making so much money, and you're making so much money off of stock options, and you're making so much money, and you're older, and they're trying to get you out the door, but they can't fire you because it's age discrimination. So what they'll do is they'll back your ass into a corner, and they'll say, well, we're offering all of these incentives if you'll take a voluntary retirement. And what they're really telling you is, we can't fire you technically. You can stay here as long as you want, but we're going to downgrade you to this job or that job or that job if you don't take this offer that we're giving you. We're gonna put you someplace here that you don't want to work, and people that you don't want to work with if you don't accept this offer. And that's how they kick people out the door. And that's why you'll see a lot of voluntary retirements, which is another code word for age discrimination firing, especially during Christmas season too. Yeah, Hasbro is one of the most soulless companies that anyone could possibly work for. I understand people got bills to pay, and that's great. But when you see someone making, like, who is it? Jersey Maniac. Go check him out. He's on Instagram. He literally had the mission statement I read it, and I read it with Jen the other day, and she was shaking her head while reading it. She's like, "This is fucking disgusting. Like, this is disgusting what they're doing to people, and I feel disgusted even reading this stuff." But um, he made a video also discussing this, and he was breaking down like what they made, like what the CEO and COOs were making, and it's disgusting. Like the CEO made $9 million last year, and then they got holiday bonuses, so they're getting holiday bonuses, end of the year bonuses for firing people. It's disgusting. These are soulless people. They don't care about anything other than making more money. And then they try to save face by coming out with these stupid mission statements, and we need to band together to change the tune and try to make them seem less like a piece of shit. But they're all these people are pieces of shit. They are the lowest, like, possible lowest thing. They're like I don't even know what would be lower than shrimp if you're in the ocean. Because shrimp are like the cockroach of the sea, right? They say that about lobster, but it's really shrimp. Okay? They're lower than shrimp. They're lower than a cockroach. These people have no real personalities. They have no lives. All they care about is making more money. That's it. That's it. That's all they care about is money. And at the end of the day, what does that mean for you? Yes, you have a lot of money. You can do a lot of stuff with it. But are you happy? Probably not. Probably not, because you fire people and you probably don't give a shit about it, and you have no personality, and you don't know what a joke is, and you probably never smile. I don't know. I will never work for a corporation ever again. I will never, ever, ever, ever. I will never, ever do it. Ever, ever, never, ever. Nope. Never. I swear to God. I'm far happier now than I've ever been, and I don't work for a company. I work for myself. So, basically, Jelly of the Month Club. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just you're fodder. You and I feel bad because some of the people probably enter Hasbro with the giddiness of a schoolgirl, like they probably are like, "Oh my God, so exciting to work for this toy company." And I would guarantee, like, people working for a toy company are probably into toys one way or another, unless you're one of those executives that don't care about anything, and I have a master's degree in business sciences or business ethics or business administration, and they just don't, they don't care about toys. They only care about the bottom line or analytics. So, but it's disgusting, and they've done this every year. They do this every year at the end of the year, and they did it last year. I remember everybody talking about it last year. I didn't bring it up because I didn't want to go through all that, but yeah, man, that company sucks. They suck, and anybody that defends them for stuff like this they suck too. I don't care. I don't care who you are. Like, you suck. So I really don't give a shit who you are. If you're defending Hasbro for this stuff, you suck. You just suck. But anyway, Bebop. It is tough. Like, I don't know. It is tough, like, because I'm buying their products, and then it's like shit like this happens every year, and it's like, and I know it probably happens in all the other toy companies too. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's kind of weird that Hasbro just signed a licensing deal with McFarlane. I'll just leave that little bit out there for you guys. Yeah. I don't know if you know that. If you do, good on you. But for those of you that don't, yes, they signed a deal with McFarlane for some licenses. I don't know which ones. We don't know. But it's for their licenses, so it's either Transformers or G.I. Joe or I don't know what Visionaries or if they're going to do that thing. I have no idea, but they're doing something with McFarlane. So that's happening. That's it. That's That's the future for you, for everybody, for people. I think that's another reason why maybe I've been trying to get more into vintage stuff is because I don't know. I feel like I'm maybe more modern figures. I'm exhausted by them because there's so much stuff coming out. Like Marvel Legends, I really tried even this year to get back into them, and I was like, well, I'll pick up. I'll give it a go. Like they were doing all that Avengers stuff, and I'm looking at them right now, and they'll they're like the annoying they're like the annoying dog that you love, but they're so annoying and they won't shut up and they keep shitting on the floor, you know? And it's super annoying, but you love them. You're like, I love you, but you keep shitting on the floor or like marking stuff everywhere. Will you please stop? Like, do I have to send you to a training school? Or can you just stop peeing on stuff? What do I have to do? I feed you, I take care of you. What else do you need? You're in a nice house, but you keep peeing on everything or pooping on everything. Why are you doing this? Why? That's what Marvel Legends is. It's like that. It's the equivalent of that for me. Like they give you just enough to be excited, and then they're like, oh well, we're only gonna put like 2 paint apps on this figure, or the face paint will be messed up, or oh hey, you're gonna get this Green Goblin figure from the movies, and it's gonna have all this new tooling and all this new tooling and all this new paint, and it's gonna look great. And then like the next like 3 waves are gonna look like a dollar store figures. It's like what? Like the tarantula figure that I reviewed. I was like, what the hell happened here? I think that's what that was the I think that was like the first thing that kind of annoyed the shit out of me about them. But I think McFarlane is doing Page Punchers, 3-inch G.I. Joes, and Transformers. Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then I could see that. I don't really collect the 3-inch Page Punchers. If you're doing 7-inch ones, then I'd be all for it. But yeah, that's Hasbro. I feel like that would be like a line for like a sitcom, like an older sitcom. Like, oh, that Hasbro. That'd be like their motif. They Hasbro'd it up. They done Hasbro. I say that about I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan. In case you haven't noticed, well, you can't see it because I'm got the Buffalo Bills fan. Have been since birth, and we use this term, Billsy move. Like that was the Billsiest move. Like you mucked it up. Like you lost 4 Super Bowls. That's a Billsy move. In a row. By the way, or you lost to the Chiefs in 13 seconds. Like that's a Billsy move. Or the Music City Miracle. That's a Billsy move, even though that was a forward pass. Yes, it was. I don't know. Yeah, it's a Hasbro. It's a Hasbro move. Like it's a Hasbro-y move. I just can't stop staring at these guys. These guys are so good. They're so good. Look at Raph. There's a version that comes with the cycle too, for Raph. And like Donnie comes with this like different shell. It's a metal shell because I think it's a big Bebop and Rocksteady broke his shell, so he like upgraded his shell. Bebop and Rocksteady, you assholes. There's Mikey too. I love the faces on him. Mikey's so angry. And then where's Leo? The only thing that kind of bugs me about these is, like I said, the ankles and their bandana. They keep popping out of the back of the head. But other than that, I like these guys. They're really good. They are really, really good. Really good. Some of my favorites from this year. They are a lot of fun. I don't have any QC issues or anything like that. They feel like just fun figures. Oh, the Loyal Subjects Turtles. Have they improved from their first versions? Yes, Jason. These are far improved. Like I said, there's still limitations with the ankles going up and down. That's all the movement you get. That's it. They pivot and stuff like that a little bit. They rock, but they're still working on it. I feel like they're almost there. They're almost there. Also, be careful on the scabbard for Leo. This, for some reason, mine didn't, but I've seen other people's, their scabbard has snapped off. You can glue it back on, but it's just to let you know in case you guys get these. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with mine though. My copies were perfect, so I don't have any issues other than the bandanas popping off the back of the head if you move them too much. But yeah, all four turtles really good. I want to get Shredder. I want to get Krang in his suit from that line, and then I think we're good. I think I'm good for now, at least for some of the IDW stuff. I would like to get the IDW Casey though, so that would be cool. But can't stop staring at Mikey's face. It's like he stubbed his toe. Their Android Krang looks like it fits in the vintage. Yeah, it does. It does. It really does. I did pre-order the Super 7 version, the 11-inch version that's coming out next year. I can't wait for that. I think it's like $85. But yeah, they're really good figures. I think they're some of my favorites from this year. I'm going to try and hit up Strident and see if he wants to do, because we did a most fun, most unfun last year. I'm going to see if he wants to do another one this year. Because I stopped doing top 10s a long time ago. So I don't know if I'll be doing a top 10. I haven't done a top 10 in a long time. But maybe I'll just do my favorite pickups. I won't do a top 10. I'll just do my favorite pickups. I'll throw them in one video. And that's something fun to do. It's not anything different from anybody else that's doing the same old shit. But I'll do the fun stuff that I got for the year. If we end up not doing the most fun, most unfun. Cool, these fun / unfun videos are so good. Yeah, I know they're a lot of fun to do, and it took us a while to do that one last year. That was like 6 hours worth of content that we had to edit down. So, and it was really him editing it down because we recorded all on his software. So, but yeah, he did most of that. So, but yeah, it should be fun. I got some stuff that I'm looking at on this table that I would put on there. I got some stuff over there that I'm looking at that I would put on there. And it's kind of strange too, because I usually don't have too much stuff that's unfun for me that I'll pick up, because I usually will enjoy the things that I pick up. Like, I'll get disappointed in some stuff. Like, I'm looking at one that I'm kind of disappointed in right now, but there's been some pleasant surprises this year. And I want to say a lot of Jada Toy stuff were pleasant surprises, like this dude right here. He's a pleasant surprise, and his hand's all goofed up. But let's get this going right. There we go. That's better. But yeah. That dude, Invisible Man from Universal Monsters. That dude. I got Chun-Li finally too. She's over here. Jada Toy is doing some work. The friggin'. I'm not a religious man at all, but they're doing the Lord's work. I wish. Oh, do I wish that Jada Toys got a hold of the G.I. Joe license and the Turtles license too. That would be. Ooh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? But she's really cool too. So I got Fei Long over there, and I got Ryu. Really looking forward to the rest. I'm looking forward to that Ken Masters. I'm looking forward to who else? I'm trying to think. Guile is coming out. I'm trying to think who else. There's a whole bunch of them. I mean, all the Street Fighter 2 stuff is really good. So they're doing a good job. But I was really fortunate the last like 2 months with getting like Turtle stuff. So it's been pretty good. I'm sorry, I was looking at some stuff to remind myself what I got. But yeah, I was pretty fortunate. Same thing goes for like the Cosmic Legion stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of let down with Wave 2 from Cosmic Legions. The Hvakaltar Book 2, there's some major quality control concerns with what's his name? I can't think of anybody's name right now. But there were some major concerns with some of the figures in that wave that I have seen consistently. People have breakage issues with the weapons breaking straight out of package, with the legs, the wrists, the ankles, and it's pretty much Wave 2 stuff. I don't know what happened, but I don't know. I got to be really delicate with some of those figures, especially what the hell's his name? I can't think of anybody's name right now. I got to look this shit up. It's going to annoy the shit out of me. Stay, Chun-Li. Stay. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. Roll. Let's see. Are any of you guys picking up the Operation Monster Squad next year? They're supposed to be coming out, I think, end of this year. It's really going to be next year. But are you guys going to be picking up any of those figures? What is his name? Kanox Vol. So Kanox Vol is probably the most quality control ridden figure. The ankle on his cybernetic leg is got major issues. I've been collecting their 4-inch line. But yeah, the 6-inch line looks really good. I am really looking forward to that line. So Kanox Vol, be careful with his mace, his ankles, both of them, and the wrists, and the torso peg. I've seen some people have snappage issues on the torso peg. My issue with mine is that he won't stay pegged. So like you guys know me. I am not a noob to any Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions. Like I know this shit. I've been collecting since Wave 1 of Mythic Legions. Like I'm not a noob. I've been around these figures. I know how to heat them up. The peg is like there's like I've even tried to like move the cloth goods around and like flatten it out, and I've even taken the cloth goods off. There's something wrong. Like the peg is like almost too short for the ball, where the ball and the peg is, and the hole is almost like too large. It doesn't want to stay pegged in. It's just it's a QC issue, and every toy line has it. I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to make a big deal out of that, but I'm pointing it out so people know. That's all. Um, oh my god, I cannot wait for this thing to come here. All right. Did I order the Epic Hacks Red Sonja figure? Yes, I did, Brian. Yes, I did. I saw it and I was like, well, I saw some of the issues that the loose collector figures were having after seeing some reviews, and I'm glad I waited because I really wanted the loose collector one, and I'm glad I did wait because the boss fight one, ooh, looks really good. Like really, really good. And I feel like, I mean, she for $50, for $50, you're getting 3 heads, a different crotch covering piece, interchangeable like accessories like the bands on her biceps and the bands around her thighs, and a belt. It's all removable. She comes with an axe, a dagger, a sheath for the sword, and a sword, and interchangeable gauntlets, and interchangeable armor for her shoulders. So look at all that you get for 50. And you know it's going to be better quality plastics. Now, I'm not trying to knock loose collector, but like these figures don't function the way they're supposed to. And like I said, the face sculpt looks great on her. Like it doesn't look bad, but when you get the figures in hand, they have just fallen apart on some people, and that's unfortunate. So, like I said, I'm not knocking it. I'm just pointing out facts. These are factual this is factual information. So, but yeah, I'm excited for it. Love the quality of boss fight. Me too. I ordered that and the Naughty and Nice collection, Sergeant Santa. Nice. Those are some fun figures, man. Those are some fun figures. The Popeye looks really cool too. Their Popeye. That is a good looking Popeye. That is a very good looking Popeye. Holy shit, 12:30. I didn't even realize that. I did want to pick up like 1 or 2 of these. The Saurozoic Warriors. I don't know. This screams 90s to me. It screams bright colors, and it's right up my alley. They look really good. I've seen them, and I might have to get them. I think Needless Collectibles has those. I might have to stop by and get like 1 or 2 and just see how they are, because they have like the guard. I have some of the Spiro toys, Warriors of the Animal Kingdom, that I showed you guys that I got from PowerCon. And that was my first experience with those, and those are a lot of fun too. It's been a very anthropomorphic year. They remind me of Battle Beasts, and they are so tempting. Yeah, man, they look like fun figures. They do. Like this guy right here, this Ceratopsian guard, Ceratopsian, looks pretty cool. Like this dude, like it's like, come on, man, like these are so fun. They're so fun. I was super tempted to get them. I had a few opportunities to get some of them. I don't know how much deeper they're going to go with that line, so I'd like to get a couple. Excuse me. From what I'm looking at, yeah, Boss Fight has some fun stuff. They have some fun stuff. I am really looking forward to. Are any of you gonna pick up the are any of you picking up What's wrong with me right now? The Mega Man. Oh my god. Can't think of anything. I have to look everything up. It's been a long day for me. Jada Toys. My god, I can't think of anything today. Mega Man. Yeah, the Jada Toys is supposed to be coming out soon. These guys, they look so good. They look so good. I loved playing Mega Man. Look at that. The fact that this is $20 and it still comes with like more than a Marvel Legend is ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous. It's $20. 20. Extra hands, an extra shooter, a displaced stand for the effect, for the firing effect, extra head. $20. Fireman looks so good, dude. Looks so good. Jada Toys, man, I think they're gonna have a really good year this year. Or next year, I should say. There's the Ken Masters. So good. So good. I still need to get their Frankenstein. Frankenstein. But yeah, lots of fun stuff, man. Lots of fun stuff. Jason says, yes, I want them all. All the Mega Mans. Yeah. They're cool. They are really cool. What else is fun? Oh, all the Battletoads drop from Premium DNA. I heard some good and some bad things about them, but they're all available. I heard, like, what was it? I saw one reviewer, and then I saw a podcast. They unboxed them, and like the hips were like really loose, and because they're like top heavy, they just kept falling the hell over. Now that just might have been one. So then I looked up a review, and I'm like, no, that's happened like to like 2 or 3 reviewers too. So, like, I was on the fence. I was like, I was never like really into Battletoads. Like, I played the game and it was annoyingly hard, and I kind of was like, okay, I don't need to play Battletoads anymore. I'm gonna put this shit down. But they were always like a fun, like they were fun. They were kind of, clearly inspired by the Turtles. You could tell. And they look cool, but I'm still waiting for Street Sharks. Clearly, another knockoff of the Turtles, but I don't know. I think a company like Jada Toys could do something with Street Sharks. I know there's some people out there that don't like Street Sharks. Strident hates Street Sharks. He thinks they're stupid, which is perfectly fine. I am A-okay with people not liking Street Sharks and me liking them. But I don't know. I always thought that was that and Food Fighters. I love friggin' Food Fighters. That would be another line, like those vintage lines that I would like to get, at least the ones that I had. Like, I had the donut, I had the hamburger, I had the friggin' hot dog. I never had the taco. Who else did I have? I have to look them up, because then when I see them, I'll be able to. That's another line where people could, recreate or Oh, I had the fries. Let's see here. The pizza. I had a lot of these. Oh shit! I didn't even know this guy existed. Yeah, so I had the. I'm looking at him now. I had the pizza, the drumstick, the hamburger, the hot dog, the fries, and the donut. So 6 of them I had. I never had the ice cream cone, dude. I never had the what is that? A cookie? I think it's a cookie, dude. Pancakes and a taco. I never had those dudes. But I would like to get the 6 I had. Look at these guys. Look at these guys over here. Look at these guys. Oh god, that's a video. And I think that's in Spanish, and I don't know any Spanish. Other than Yo tengo el gato en los pantalones. That's the only thing I know. But yeah, these are so much fun. Mattel, get on it. Get on it. Give me some Food Fighters. I had what was the vehicle? I had a vehicle. I just don't remember. I'll remember when I see it. I think it was like a tank or something. I remember some for some reason I remember like some sort of tank. Oh, it was the carton of eggs with the ketchup. This. That's what it was. I had that. I'm actually surprised I had as many of these as I had. Oh, my parents were probably looking at that. I think my dad got me a bunch of these. That was like something that my dad got me. I don't know. Did you guys ever had Food Fighters growing up? They came out 88. So a long time ago. But they were fun, man. Those are just like, and they were like squishy. I remember they were like they felt like they were inflated. Like they weren't solid plastic at all. Yeah. So much fun. Gotta love old toys, man. They're a lot of fun. You can't beat them. But I think, hey Andy, what's up, man? We're just talking about Food Fighters. We're talking about Food Fighters. Food Fighters and how one of these, or even Mattel could just remake Food Fighters and re-release them. Why not? If Playmates can re-release vintage turtle figures, and Mattel got to get on that Food Fighters re-release train. Come on. I'm shocked Hasbro hasn't re-released like Visionaries and shit like that, or something. But all right, I think I'm going to end it here. We're going on. Was it 1 o'clock in the morning? I didn't even realize it was this late. I'm anxiously waiting Marauders Vietnam figures. I know, dude. It's been like what? Like going on. It'll be 2. Yeah, it's 2 years. It's been more than 2 years. Like 2.5 years since they announced them. I was there. I was at JoeCon when they announced them. That and like the scuba divers and the paratroopers, and I haven't heard a peep about any of that stuff. So I don't know what's going on over there, but they must have got just straight up slapped across the face both times. Both hands slapped that face. COVID, man, just must have screwed up those plans hardcore if it's like this much of a wait for figures, because going on 2024, they announced the stuff in June of 2021, because that's when I went to JoeCon or Joe Fest or whatever the hell it's called now. Joe Fest. JoeCon was years before. Anyway, I might call it here. Yeah, it's almost 1 in the morning, for God's sake. I'll try and get on start doing more live streams, I'll just do them. And I just took a screenshot. I hate it when I do that. I'll try and do some more live streams through the phone because it's working great. And hopefully the quality was good the whole time. It's just unfortunate I won't be able to use my microphone that I like using, but whatever. But thank you to everybody. Andy, thank you to Jason for popping in. Kyle, Action Figure Addict 112, Brian King. What else? I don't want to forget anyone. JD King. All you OG triples popping in and hanging out. Thank you so much. Like I said, it was nice to talk to all of you again. And like I said, this won't be obviously, now that everything's working and I tested it and we're good to go, I'll be doing more live streams. So maybe I'll do a live unboxing or something like that. Hopefully it works great. I can't talk. I need to go to bed is what I need to do. I'm tired. So, but yeah, you guys have a great night. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for listening to me babble about toys, stuff like that. But you guys have a great night and I will see you guys on the flip side.